Well, hello there, my name is HW, and thank you so much for watching Tone Junkie TV. Dudes, you've probably seen we've been checking out this Quad Cortex, and so far it's a very cool unit, very promising, and we've sort of been experimenting with captures and stuff, and we've really created kind of the first Tone Junkie capture pack for the QC, and it's for free on the Quad Cortex mobile app on Quad Cortex Cloud, I guess it's called. So, check that out, go on the mobile app and follow Tone Junkie, and we have done 6 captures of this, my Trainwreck Liverpool. They're all up there. We did 6 captures of the bright with the bright switch on and 6 captures on the normal sort of setting. So you get 2 different EQ variations. We did this through my 1970 orange, the G12H30 speakers. They're the T1217s. If you are familiar, that's like the holy grail of that speaker. All original stuff. It's the best cab in the world. It really is. I'm a big fan of G25, the 25 watt greenbacks, the G12 M25s, but I've kind of started to be partial to this cab lately. But anyway, enough of that. We've put a bunch up there. I'm really happy with how these came out. We gave you 2 presets, clean and dirty, and those are just sort of meant to be platforms or just like a setting for you to drag in and try some of these captures, because there's a lot of captures there and you can try them out. And right now I want to show you a couple of the sounds you can get in those presets and what a couple of these sound like, and I want to show you some EQ options I built in, and more on those in a second. So right now on the cloud, there are 2 presets, one called Cleanish, one called Dirty, TJT-Rec Cleanish, TJT-Rec Dirty. You can get both of those on there, and they're sort of just meant to be like idea platforms for the captures, right? Take the captures, put them in your own stuff, but you probably want to try them all out, right? So here's at least just something that I kind of put together where you can try it out, and I'll keep evolving these presets, and I'll put them out with other captures, you know, with changes that you know I see fit. So I'm playing this beautiful red Rasmus standard. And it's a cool guitar, it's a cool git fiddle. Let me show you what this sounds like right now. So here's a clean, bright profile. The cleanest the amp goes, the brightest the amp goes. And I'll go through a couple of just what's in this preset. So we've got very simple, like compressor, capture, delay, and verb. Turns on a clon, and it turns on this EQ, turns on that overdrive. I'm in scene mode, by the way. And then what you heard at the beginning was this just craziness, this pad kind of thing. And the pad is beautiful. The pad can be really majestic with a clean profile and no overdrive. And it can, you know, it can just sound like this. Check this out. All right, so really big, swishy, swashy, swirly, twirly, big, just giant, atmospheric, ambient, that's a lot of adjectives, stuff. It's just big. This preset has all sorts of things like, 1 overdrive, 2 overdrives, but they're really just for you to try the captures. Cleanish is kind of meant for more of the cleaner captures. So really quick, let me show you a couple guitars with a couple different captures, and I'll put them on the screen. Beautiful, beautiful, magnifique, mwah! Beautiful, beautiful cleans. Actually, this amp isn't the cleanest amp in the world. It's actually very difficult to keep it clean. It just wants to take off like a jet engine. And when it does, and you get something a little more rockin' like this, it just, it takes off. We're back to Twreck Dirty, the preset. And I go in here and we're at N4. And I'm gonna show you this, I'm back in, let's put it back into stomp mode. And I'm going to show you with and kind of without this this EQ. Can do all that meatly stuff. I don't do a ton of that. But you've got your tube screaming, your clawing in there, and this is just in stomp mode. You can kind of turn everything on and off. But what I want to show you real quick is these two different sort of EQs here. Now I've modeled these to sort of give you something like I'll go into great depth in another video about what's going on here, because these two EQs can unlock so much for you. Basically, this one is meant to give you a little more of that rock flavor. and I was kind of using it on there, and then I'll show you with it off, and then boom, this one will give you like kind of a cut the mix sort of thing. So really quickly, with it off, just like a pretty standard lead tone. You know what, let me switch guitars so you can hear this with multiple positions. Okay, that was the capture completely by itself. Now let's engage this sort of darker, not darker, rock EQ'd kind of guy. It's like a little bit of a warmer EQ, a little push at 500, goes like this. Okay, now switching that one off, and let's go to this little brighter EQ. So all this EQ is doing right here, this first one, this rock one, little bump at 500. We're pulling out a tiny bit of lows, like a decibel of lows. We're shelving it like below 200, and then we're shelving it a little bit in the high end because I sometimes like kind of a bright mic position. Not bright, but I like high end in my stuff. I don't always necessarily mic it to be like on the warmer side. But you can make it on the warmer side. So then we come right here, and now we're getting all sorts of accents in here. This is, I'm doing a similar thing to the bass, but I'm giving myself a little more bass, a little push at 500, and these are some high-end accents that I enjoy, kind of in the higher mids. 1,000, and this is the most aggressive 1,500. This is kind of give you a little more of that like worship sound EQ, so it might be a little more useful on the medium gain stuff and lower. But this works well too, and you'll kind of hear what I mean. It sounds like this. And that is just like one of the captures. All of these captures can be paired with one of these two EQs for a different voice. So you've really almost got like 3 different voices that sort of match your guitar. I would say one is more like for higher gain rock stuff. That's the first one. You can, of course, leave it as is. I think that's a nice happy medium. And then I think you come over here and you get a couple little accents. And on the lower gain, edge of breakup, kind of medium stuff, that's really going to make you cut the mix. You could amend this to also sort of cut the mix on the higher gain stuff, but you're going to want to watch out for that little boost in the bass because that's kind of the opposite of what we want to do. All right, dudes, and in the spirit of inclusion, dudettes, check it out on Quad Cortex Cloud. You can check out these captures, and please leave in the comments, give me some feedback, what you think of these things, what you think of the available EQ changes that are inside. A lot of these effects are just sort of meant to be standard and try out, but I encourage you to take these captures and sort of change them in a way that's appropriate for your guitar, your rig, and build whatever you're after. I hope these are very cool. This is a very cool amp, and I hope you find these incredibly useful. My name has been HW. Thanks so much for watching Tone Junkie TV. HW, out.